Patty Troll, Kitchen, and Cindy. You know what? I ain't even gonna block y'all. That's how important y'all are to me. That's what y'all's comments mean to me. So I'm gonna ignore y'all because you know what? I could give a rat's ass. Just to be honest with you.
That's how obsessed these people are. And then wants to say I posted it on social media. I never once posted that I was there.
So for all y'all over here giving me a hard time, but letting the pedo lover and the lady who's deserted her kids and all that, and y'all not ever on her page putting her down, that shows who y'all are. That's the only thing I know to say to y'all, except for have fun with the little bit of information you got. Run with it. Have a good time. I love you.
I said I was going.
Who's the innocent people that I talked about, provoked? Who's the innocent people that I attacked? Uh-oh. Did I hit you? Did I get you provoked? Are you an innocent person? Is that what's wrong? Did I piss you off at one time or another? Did I drag your ass or something? Oh, I'm sorry. Prove to me you're innocent. Show me all these innocent people. I would really love to see it. I highly doubt you're innocent. You sound like trash.
That I was going to the Rougarou Fest. And actually, we didn't even go to the fest Saturday. We went to the parade. Sure. No, you want to see what she's grasping at right now? Thank you for the stars. LPSO arrested Devin Sampay and Skylar Farrell on multiple drug and child cruelty charges after executing a search warrant at their home. And she says this is dude's son.
No. I never said that was his son. Her and MD have trouble comprehending things. I said Junior. If you guys would do your homework, MD, instead of depending on other people, and Saray, you will go back and you will check this person out. This Davin Sampay is kin to the guy you're seeing, Saray. And he is a junior. And that's all I put. See, y'all assume shit. Y'all accuse the space of assuming shit. This is his people. Also, let me tell you something else that I haven't posted yet. Saray, for your info. Here's you some info too, MD. There's another guy on there, and guess what? He's kin to Sampay too, and guess what? He's family members. You know why? Because I went on his page and I found out who his friends were. He's got 2 or 3 pages. One of them's an old page. I don't know if y'all found that out about David Sampay. It's the same David. It's the same dude that Sabray's supposed to be seeing, right? Here's one. You ready? He's a fucking child molester that's kin to David Sampay. I ain't even posted that one yet, but I'm about to. I just ain't had time. I've had a family emergency going on. Okay? But he's a child molester. I'll be posting him too. Y'all just hold on, okay?
That's not dude's son.
Nobody said it was. We know who his son is. I already know he's got two
Then
sons
look
and
at
one
the
daughter.
post, y'all. Here's the funny part. She says Junior.
That's right.
She found the festival video off the festival's business page.
No, I didn't. It was sent
She
to
says
me.
this is Junior.
Nope.
I'll tell you right now, dude's name is not Devin.
Oh my God. Read between the lines. Do I have to put everything in 5-year-old terms for you, Sarai? Do I have to put it in layman kindergarten terms? Can you not figure out nothing? Do you not see that I'm catching everybody around
Did
him?
when you were live in your car for that short time, some guy on her page said you got caught. See you live in a trailer. See the brown shutters. I forgot the name of them. In a trailer, brown shutters.
I've never seen anything about a trailer in the brown shutters. Right, Joanna. Y'all are stupid. Sorry. Just to put it bluntly, y'all are stupid. The haters. Let me tell you something. I've never said she lived in a trailer with brown shutters. What I said. Let me go ahead and reiterate. Look. There's a house of Angelique's that is gray, dark gray now, or was. Dark gray with black shutters. The house that Sarai was in has the same awning as the picture I have of the gray house with black shutters. The same awning. It's built the same way. Got black shutters, but only the house part that Sarai was in when she did her live that she cut off so abruptly the other day was yellow or beige. Okay? She ended it so quick. I got a screenshot of it, but it's not real clear. But with that being said, Angelique, it's awful funny. Your living room where you went live dancing is awful small. I mean, it's small. And it fits the picture that I have of the outside of your house. So, with that being said, girlfriend, let me tell you something. I don't get it right all the time. I do make mistakes. I am human. But Sarai, you know, girlfriend, we got you. We got your number. We got everybody you're associating with down there. You just can't stand it that we find out shit without you going live. Without you giving us content, we still got content. And you don't realize that. You know why, Sarai? Because we know you like a book from cover to cover. We know you inside and out. We know that you've left a trail of destruction every place you've ever lived. We know you don't pay your rent. We know you don't pay. And what about the comment that Shay made that day when y'all were getting ready to move and you were selling Daniel's clothes and Shay had water running and you told her to turn the water off and she said, why? You're not paying the water bill this month. That's what Shay said. And you said, Sarai, I don't care. You're not wasting it. Because we know you run off leaving owing bills. We know you're fucking missed your rent. I know that for a fact. You didn't pay your rent. I don't need your proof. I don't need your fucking receipt showing you paid your rent because I already know you didn't. I already know that you're running off leaving a power bill owed. I already know that you run off leaving a water bill owed. I know you're already run off leaving an internet bill owed. You probably are behind on your fucking car payments because the car payment, Rodney's the fucking co-signer. And if Rodney had any fucking sense, he'd jerk that car out from under your ass because he needs it more than you do. Get your new man to pay something for you, Sarai. You could be poor by your fucking self. Amen, Christine. Welcome, haters. And provoke. Make somebody sit the fuck down and shut up.
Sharon?
I wished you would.
She's back to posting anything and everything she can find, whether it be about the right person, the wrong person, whoever. she's literally reaching for shit.
It's okay, baby. Come here.
Literally.
Hush.
Reaching.
That's why I can't go live.
At this point, she's on the tip of her toes, looking for whatever she is assuming.
Tell them to come on, pull up in my yard, pull up in my tin can.
Oh, they're talking about the brick house.
Right, Catherine?
There's a brick house that's behind me where I was at.
Tell them, Tom. Look where the source is coming from. Talk about me hiding my fucking face.
That wasn't no fucking trailer. That was a brick house. Which, by the way, the brick house is for rent. $1,800 a month, though.
Okay, first of all, let me tell you this something, honey. I've never said nothing about a trailer. The only thing that was said about a trailer by viewers was that we saw the trailers or the little houses in the background. And I've posted pictures of trailers. MD posted the trailer. I posted the other one that David lived in. We know it's David's previous address. We've done got all his previous addresses. We know that there's a lot of houses that he's involved with. We know all that. He's probably a fucking painter or a fly-by-night fucking half-ass fucking worker somewhere. We know all that. We know everything that you think we don't. So the only thing that's ever been said about a trailer was we found some trailers on stilts because they have to put them on stilts because it's in a flood zone. We know all that shit, okay? And we know a lot of shit that you think we don't. So get over it, bitch. Just start being truthful. Provoked, let me tell you something, honey. You live in Canada. You live in housing projects. You don't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. You live in government housing. You're the one that stands on the corner in a cardboard box and has court a day. So shut the fuck up. You and all holier than thou.
Morning. So, yeah.
Amen to that, Sue. I know you're talking about Sheree. Did y'all seen I had teeth?
Pico Jack.
Kitchen Queen, shut the fuck up. I've already seen you too.
Ready to talk about. Maybe Delana.
Excuse me, but Provoked already said who she was a long time ago when I was having trouble with her a long time ago. Miss Nikki.
Long day, but smooth.
And y'all ain't taking my attention off Saray because I about got this bitch where I want her, so y'all carry on.
Very obsessed.
Catfished anybody lately, Nikki?
Hey, Lindsay.
Right, Mariah?
Look, when she can post proof of the shit that she's claiming I'm not doing, such as paying the rent, not feeding my kid, not making sure he has a way to and from school, when she can post proof of all that, then we'll talk. Ginger, there is, but the Ritter wouldn't do anything about it. I'm in a new parish now, so it's time to start all over again.
Bonnie, okay, whose dog is whining? Does it got to go potty? No, Bonnie, that's my dog, and he's not whining because he's got to go potty. He's whining because I'm sitting right here, and it's during the daytime, and I normally do my lives in the evening after they've already ready to lay down for the night. If you notice, I usually do my lives at night when it's quiet, because if you must know, my dogs are my babies, and if I start baby talking, or I say anything out of the way, they want attention, and he's getting it. And you notice he stopped whining. Now my cat's playing with the dog's toy. So there's that. I guess you want to say something about my cat too. But like I said, I have a house full of animals. I got 3 dogs, 2 cats, and 1 talking bird, if you must know. If we're being honest here, you know, my house is like a zoo because I take care of them. They're my babies. They're my kids. Okay, they're my kids. They're not just dogs. They're not just animals. They are real live humans to me. Okay, and if you treat them right, they'll be humans back to you. I understand them and they understand me, with that being said. So there you go. And furthermore, Saray Ray, I don't got to show proof. Who am I showing proof to? You? You already know, Saray Ray. Who do I got to show proof to that you didn't pay your rent? Who do I got to show proof to that you owe your bills? You ran off and left over your bills. Who do I got to show proof to that you don't take care of your children? You've never took care of, and now you've disowned them. Who do I got to show proof to, Saray Ray? Us? We already know. You already know. You know what you do and what you don't do. And you know I'm saying everything's right. Because furthermore, if I was wrong, you would jump on that like flies on shit. You love to prove expose wrong. And if you could, you would. That's proof right there alone in itself.
Right, Joanne? His dad can do all that. Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, Misty. And Ginger, why don't you pay your bills?
I'm not doing it.
And pay Joanna back the money you owed from her.
But I'll tell you right now, no, I'm not helping them move. On Sunday, was it Sunday, last Sunday?
Yeah, exactly, Tom.
Yesterday.
So, Ray, prove to us we're wrong. You can't. And Ginger, let me tell you something, honey. Since Ginger must be over there, so Ray must be live. I have no idea. Don't give a rat's ass because I exposed myself this morning. But Ginger, let's remember one thing. You are over here on Expose's page. I have got several things of you, Ginger, that I have not released because you used to be on my page, and I said I wouldn't do that. But I'm to the point where I'm ready to start posting you again, Ginger. And I'm going to post every fucking thing. I'm going to post every fucking thing. Everything. You were over here, and you were a part of this group. You remember? You were dragging Saray Ray too. You was talking about what a sorry piece of shit she was. You were talking about this, and you were talking about that. Right, Ginger? Ginger, do you not want to tell everybody how you made people feel sorry for you? Do you not want to tell everybody that you got a bad gambling addiction? Do you not want to tell everybody that your ex-husband left you because he gave you money and you blowed it? You went gambling with it? Do you want to tell everybody about your pill habit? Do you want to tell everybody about how you really are as a grandmother? Do you really want to tell everybody how you are as a mother? Do you really want to tell everybody about your husband that raped a 4-year-old child? Do you really want to go there, Ginger? Because we can. Do you really want to know everybody to know everything about you, Ginger? Because we can, sweetheart. See, all this shit that I'm saying about you trash over there, you can never say about Expose or Pam. Because I'm none of those things. And if I were, you guys would have already fucking posted it if you had fucking anything on me. Okay? Because I don't. I don't have a record. Believe it or not, I'm a decent fucking human being. I really don't care if you know that or not. But Ginger, you borrowed money from Joanne. You didn't want us to know about it. When you were in our group, you kept that a secret because you knew we would have told Joanna not to do it to you because you used Joanna. Joanna's got a big heart, a kind heart, and she would take the shirt off of her back to help any fucking body. And you played her and you used her. And you ate her up to her face while you were stabbing her in the fucking back. Now, you've gotten back on Saray Ray's page because you're not welcome over here because of all the shit we found out about you. That was true. The haters, as a matter of fact, was telling us about you, and we chose not to believe it. But we got to see how you acted and how needy you are and how you want fucking attention and how you want sympathy all the time because, oh, your boyfriend left you or, oh, you're so sick. Well, here's another thing. If you care about your fucking body and you got all them fucking health problems, then why do you keep doing shit that contributes to your fucking health problems? You know why? Because you like the fucking sympathy. You're one of those Munchausen women that like the fucking sympathy. You'll make your own self fucking sick just so you can get fucking attention because you're a dried up, lonely ass bitch that nobody will have. And you're also a prostitute, whether you believe that or not, because you know what? Your man came to your house every weekend and slept with you, and you slept with him because he gave you $150 a week. Tell me I'm lying, bitch, because I got the fucking screenshots, the recordings, and the screen, everything about you, girlfriend. So therefore, you slept with the guy for money. And then you took $1,500 that he gave you to catch up on your bills because your car was tore up or your van was tore up or whatever the case may be because you lie so much like Saray Ray. Nobody can believe nothing that comes out of your mouth. And you took that $1,500 and you went fucking gambling and he found out about it and he couldn't take it no more. So he left your ass high and dry. Now, then you get on Saray Ray's page, and they're over there talking about telling you shouldn't pay Joanna back. That shows you what kind of people you got on Saray Ray's page. You borrowed money, thousands of dollars, and you didn't pay her back until Joanna threatened to take your ass to fucking court. Then you sent her a 1 month $100 and the next month $100. While during the meantime, you're over Saray Ray's ordering slates and all her fucking cheap ass junk, paying $30 and $40 a whack when you could have paid Joanna. And you didn't pay her this month. Pay your motherfucking bills, bitch.
Sunday before last. A parish is the same as a county. It's just in Louisiana, they're under the Napoleon law, so they're called parishes. The Sunday I decided I was going to move.
And here's the sad thing. She called Joanna her bestie because she got jealous. She got jealous because I had new people to come on my page, and I've said it 100 times if I said it once. It's not how long you've been here, baby. Seniority don't mean shit on my page. Seniority ain't nothing. It's who does the most and really cares about the cause. That's who it is. The ones who work their asses off to help expose. We are a fucking team over here. Whether anybody likes it or not, we are a team and we are a sisterhood. Call it what you want to. I don't give a rat's ass. Ginger got jealous because somebody else stepped in and done the shit that Ginger couldn't do. And they called each other bestie. Two people on here called each other bestie. So Ginger started calling Joanna bestie. Okay, Ginger, what about the time when Joanna had all those health problems and was in the hospital? If it hadn't been for one woman on here, Joanna would have probably laid in that house and died. And you were saying this and you were saying that. You didn't give a rat's ass about Joanna. You knew Joanna's car was tore up. You knew she'd been in and out of the hospital. You could have sent her some of that damn money back, but instead you went gambling and ordering shit from Saray Ray's page. You didn't give a rat's ass about Joanna. You never did. You never cared about anybody over here. You were just here to fucking get attention. When we stopped giving you attention and you started getting jealous and you started getting butthurt, you couldn't take it no more. I made a statement about, because your whole family is Mexican. We know that's all you ever date. That's all you ever like is Mexicans. Not that I have anything against Mexicans. I'm just explaining to you. I made the statement. This is what Ginger really got butthurt about, because when all the rioting was going on in California, and one of my girls live in California, and she's living right there with all that shit going on, and we're concerned about her and her mother's safety. I made the remark when they were tearing up fucking California and throwing rocks and things at the policemen and all. And I told them if they were so unhappy here in America, what the fuck were they doing here? And if they don't like it, go the fuck back where they came from. Ginger got fucking tore up about that shit. She come unglued about that shit because her children are Mexicans. By the way, her children don't fly the American flag. They fly the Mexican flag. So here's what I got to say about that. I'm going to say it once and I'm going to say it again. Ginger, if you don't like it here and your children don't like it here, take your Mexican flag, shove it up your motherfucking ass, and go to Mexico where you once lived. Okay? There's that. I have no respect for you. I have no respect for your thug kids who's been in and out of fucking prison with drug charges and everything else. So don't put on a show like you raised fucking good kids, because you didn't. You put your kids through hell. You let a man beat on you, lock you up, have sex with dogs, do all kinds of fucking shit, and you lived in that shit. And you raised your kids in that shit, and they remember that shit. And now you got thugs in and out of fucking jail, prison for drugs and everything else. And you talk about how you do your grandkids and you're such a good grandmother. Well, then explain this to me, Ginger. Why has your daughter-in-law not got no fucking pictures of you with your grandchildren? She's got her whole other family over there. Apparently she don't like you too much, does she, Ginger? Shut the fuck up. Sit your fat old fucking kidney ass problem down. You are a nobody. You live in a fucking tin can in a fucking trailer park. You don't own shit.
Am I back?
You're a whore. And you're on fucking disability and you're able to work. You're able to go out here and do this and do that, but you ain't able to work. That's what the fuck's wrong with America now, is motherfuckers out here able to work but wants a free handout.
I remember what I was saying now. Anyway, we're in a different parish, so I gotta start all over again. I mean, I ain't gotta start all over again. We already had the restraining order in play.
Oh, I missed that part about the restraining order. I love talking about the restraining order. Let's go back.
Look, when she can post proof of the shit that she's claiming I'm not doing, such as paying the rent,
Thank
not
you,
feeding
Naloy.
my kid, not making sure he has a way to and from school. When she can post proof of all that, then we'll talk.
Right, Christine?
Ginger, there is, but DeRitter wouldn't do anything about it. I'm in a new parish now, so it's time to start all over again.
Okay. She just said on the restraining order, which is a fucking lie, that she's got to start all over again. I don't think she realizes that a restraining order is good for the whole state. She does not have to start all over again. First of all, the restraining order was taken under false pretenses. I filed an appeal on that and I won that motherfucker. Now the courts are in trouble because they gave her a restraining order on her facts, not facts, but on her lies. She lied under oath. She lied to get that restraining order because I have never had a relationship with Soraya. And in order to get a restraining order, you must know that person. You must have some type of relationship with that person. I've never contacted that person in real life. I've never sent her anything through the mail. I've never called her on her own phone. Me and Soraya had one phone call. It was through Messenger. She called me. I did not call her. She thought I was Melissa Davis. She thought I was fucking faking. So she had to call in and hear my voice. So we had that conversation on Messenger. That was the only time Soraya and I ever talked. She gained the restraining order under false pretenses. The judge gave it to her. The big judge over at the courthouse gave her, the city is what gave her a restraining order. Then the big judge over there signed off and gave her a temporary restraining order until court date. Then the court officer, not a judge, but a court officer from DeRitter gave her a lifetime restraining order at the time until I filed my appeal. Now, guess what, Soraya? The courthouse is in trouble, not only because of me, but because of what they did with the mayor of DeRitter, okay? They didn't make her follow procedure. You know, the mayor of DeRidder that was accused of sexually molesting children. So anyway, with that being said, the judge didn't do right by that mayor, and she damn sure didn't do right by me because she's not a judge. She was a court officer. So the big judge over at the courthouse refused once again to make that restraining order in effect. He refused to prosecute anybody on that restraining order that was given under false pretenses. If I'm lying, I'm fucking dying. If I had it on me and it was still on me and it was still in good standing, then the bitch would have done come and got me, okay? After all I've ever done. She can't. She knows she can't. Now she's talking about going to a new county and starting all over. Bitch, I wish the fuck you would. Things would go a lot different now. And by the way, Saray Ray, it's only going to be a matter of time before your ass is locked up. You can take that. You can take my word for it. Or you can fucking just keep on doing what you're doing. But, honey, you're going down and you're going to jail. And it ain't going to be just for the restraining order this time. Because, see, what you're doing is your life is spiraling out of control. And it's just a matter of time that your ass goes to jail. Not by my hands, but by your own fucking hands. By what you're doing. You're going to jail, sweetheart. I promise you that. I promise everybody on here remember Exposed saying that Saray Ray's going to end up her ass in jail. You remember me saying that. So the next time you say there's proof or there ain't proof or this or that and another, by God, you remember me saying that, okay? Because it's happening, sweetheart. It's happening. So get you another fucking restraining order. I'll drive down there this time, bitch. Since I've exposed myself, you already know what I fucking look like, and I have no whims about going live while I'm doing it. Exit door is
Right,
to the
Joanne?
fucking
Doesn't
left.
that
You
change
got
all
that
that?
right.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Emma? Right, Tom?
Yeah, and so she can post proof that I'm not doing it. It's all laughter at this point. But I'll tell you right now, no, I'm not helping them move. On Sunday, was it Sunday, last Sunday? Yeah, not this Sunday, not yesterday, but Sunday before last.
She's still in Louisiana, Emma.
The
She's
parish
just
is
in
Hennepin
Houma now.
County. It's just in Louisiana. They're under the Napoleon law, so they're called parishes. The Sunday I decided I was going to move. I actually took Rodney. Y'all, hold on. I'm back. Am I back?
Well, thank you, Jessica.
Anyway, we're in a different parish, so I gotta start all over again. I mean, I gotta start all over again, and we already had the restraining order in play.
She can't show it, Joanna. That's fine.
Yeah, I seen that, Ginger. This don't look like a camper. I mean, this is a very big camper, if that's the case.
That's a hotel room, Saray Ray.
Again, MD's just showing that she's grasping too.
Oh, kiss our ass.
She's only posting assumptions at this point.
Ah, kiss our ass. Mine and MD. I'm speaking for MD. Kiss our ass. Nope, she don't shower at all. At one point in time, she only lets the kids bathe 3 days a week. Got that on video.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Thank you, Karen. not yesterday, Sunday, but Sunday before last. You can't message me on this page. Karen, I'll have to message you, and then you'll be able to message me. Sunday before last, when I determined that I was going to move, I took Rodney to places.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Shay did. And Rodney found it on his way home. He told you about it on a video, Saray Ray. You never did anything to help that man. You
I
left him high and dry.
to places.
And there's a video where Rodney came in the room while Saray was live telling her about a trailer that he had called. He was talking about how much the rent was, how much of a deposit he had to have. Saray didn't know jack shit about it. She's lying through her damn teeth. She forgets we got videos. Just because she archives them don't mean they ain't there.
Paid for his rental application on his place. Who paid for mine? Why did Rodney pay for mine? I mean,
why didn't Rodney pay for hers? Because you got a man. You've known him for less than a month. And he ain't done nothing but run you here and there to buy this for him and buy that and a blanket and blah, blah, blah. You said he had a damn good job. What kind of good job has he got? We've seen how he lives. We've seen how his family lives. We already know he ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And that's the kind of men you like. You like your men a little on the trashy side, don't you, Saray? You know why? Because that's a reflection of you. You're a little on the trashy side. Tom said she's been running all her life and screwing bill companies, landlords, rent centers, etc. And her kids never owned anything, never will, and doesn't know what hard work is, but got to have a man. Well, I'm a man, and I'm supporting my family and own things and never dry begged or scam people to get what I have. Amen to that, Tom. Amen to that. Because she ain't got it, Joanna. She didn't pay her rent. I already know. And you're exactly right. She depends on her viewers to buy her kids Christmas. She'll tell you right quick like. And if she don't, I got the videos to prove that at Christmas time. I mean, she never buys anything. She's fucking what she is. A scammer, a liar, everything that we've ever accused her for. Exactly, Susan. She even said something about the rental thing. Did they charge him a rental application fee? And he said, yeah, it was like $40-something just for an application to, you know, a rental application. And she's so fucking full of shit. And Rodney's always held a job. I mean, he might have got drunk that one time, you know, and lost his job as a dishwasher somewhere. But Rodney, even when they lived in South Carolina and all, he was the only one working. And it just amazes me that she talked so bad about Rodney and how he couldn't take care of himself and how he was curled up in a ball with a butcher knife and that he sees aliens, all this. And it amazes me that she told everybody because people didn't understand why she was letting her baby daddy and her current husband, which was the pedo, live in the house under the same roof. And she gave him this sad sort of sob story about Rodney couldn't take care of himself because his mental capabilities wouldn't let him. And then all of a sudden she's leaving her 15-year-old child with him. Now, to make that makes sense, because for the life of me, I can't figure that shit out.
but it is what it is. They can keep reaching.
Bitch, we don't have to reach at all. You make it easy for us, girlfriend. You just don't realize
My
it.
voice is like set a phone call.
Amen to that, Christine. He sure does. I would too if I lived in that house. I'd be sleeping with a gun. I mean, all you got's a bunch of fussing and fighting and cussing and screaming and.
So you can finish
I know that's right, Tom.
And go do what we got to do.
Exactly, Joanna. Even Eve was worried to death. Instead of
They think
consoling
they know it
him,
all. They don't know shit.
And you're exactly right, Joanna. I'm glad you brought that up because in the video, E was worried, so worried that day. They kept him in the dark about everything. Every time he would ask questions, they'd tell him to leave the room, all this other stuff, and just left him holding the bag, right? And then E, when she did say something about it, E was worried to death about how he was going to be taken care of because E already knows how his dad is. And instead of consoling him and telling him, look, I'm your mom. I'll always be there for you. Don't you worry. If you need anything, call me. She won't even buy the kid a cell phone and her 4 hours away. That's one other things we were harping on. He needs a cell phone. He needs to be able to get in touch with his mother in case anything happens. But she wouldn't even give him a cell phone. But Shay had a cell phone at the age of 10. Caleb had a cell phone at the age of a young age, but he can't. He can't even call her unless he uses Rodney's phone. And I bet if Rodney goes off the deep end, he's not going to let E use the phone. But this makes no sense with this lady. No matter what she says, she can't make this wrong right.
Just making assumptions. She also says controlling you. That's
Yes, Tom, I sure
That's
have.
what she thinks.
Said it wasn't her problem.
Listen,
Exactly,
back
Joanna.
into Ritter, I had no life. My life revolved around social media. As bad as this sounds, that's what my life revolved around. Okay?
Jessica says, I will say as a commenter, not as a viewer, necessarily in support of, but she definitely seems to be spiraling and very incapable of caring for poor E. Super sad, and she makes me angry. Exactly. Exactly. And now she is saying that she had no life, that it revolved around social media. We already knew that, but we were liars, right? So, right, isn't that what you called us? We were assuming and grasping. Isn't that what you said? We already knew you had no outside social life. We all knew that the only friends you actually had were on social media. And they're not there actually to support you. They're there to laugh at you. You're a train wreck. Okay. That's basically it in a nutshell. And it has shown, it's been proven. And I don't know what else to say about it except for get your head out of your life. You got a worse life now than you had then. You don't even have social media because your man don't want you on social media. You can say what you want to, but action speaks louder than words. You don't have a home. You don't have a freaking job. How long's your money going to last, Ray Ray? That right there shows you didn't pay rent. There's $1,500 you got in your pocket that you've drank on, you've went out to eat on, you've rented motel rooms on. Are you paying your car payment? Are you paying your insurance? Do you even have a tag on your car? Or are you still driving around with that temporary tag? I mean, come on, girlfriend. Let's talk real here. Not bullshit. I've come clean today. How about you?
Social media was my social life. I have a social life now.
You want to rewind, Jessica? To what part,
I'm out
baby?
doing things now.
What part you want to rewind to, hun? How far? Let me know. Exactly, Jessica. Right, Paula?
My voice is like set a phone call.
Exactly, Tom. She said she had a life until the RSO got sentenced to prison. Now she has no life. Her life consists of destruction and owing people money and using people. That's where her whole life's been about.
Car out and go do what we was got to do.
Amen to that, Joanna.
They don't know shit. They're just making assumptions. She also says controlling you. That's why you're not live. That's what she thinks. Listen, y'all. Back into Ritter, I had no life. My life revolved around social media. As bad as this sounds, that's what my life revolved around. Okay? Social media was my social life.
Hey, Diane.
I have a social life now. I'm out doing things now. Rather it be going to drink in the evenings, whether it be going to hang out with friends, whether it be something to do with dudes, something to do with Angelique. We are doing stuff.
That dresser better come to me because
That dresser better come to you. Bitch, that dresser ain't getting them walking over there to you.
Okay, y'all heard that. She's got a social life, whether it means drinking, whether it means doing something with dude, whether it means hanging out at Angelique's. First of all, everything you just said consisted of drinking. Everything you said consisted of you getting drunk, throwing up. What kind of life is that? You still don't have a home. You still don't have a job. You don't have your kids. You ain't got nothing. You're in worse shape than you've ever been, Saray. You've hit rock bottom. Can you feel the rocks? Because we're seeing indentations of the rocks that's leaving places on you, and you can't see it. You don't have a life. You got a worse life now than you did before. You're doing things. What are you doing? Going out to eat, spending money that you don't have? What are you doing? Drinking on money that you don't have? Getting so drunk that you're puking? Getting so drunk that your so-called friend is taking pictures of you passed out? Who does that? If she was your friend, she would be protecting you. She would be watching out for you. She wouldn't be letting people take pictures of you while you're passed out. You've got one friend, that's Angelique. Her friends are not your friends. They're associates, people you know through Angelique. You haven't even known Angelique that long. And we already seen what Angelique is. She's another fucking drunk. And in her video, what was she doing? She looked like she was trying to pop a squat to me with her dancing, like she had a turd stuck in her ass. But we all know she ain't no prize. And where's Todd? Has Todd, Angelique's husband, paid his child support? Because guess what? I didn't release this, but I'm going to release it now since I'm coming clean today. Yeah, Todd, Angelique's husband, has a warrant for non-child support. Yeah, we pulled that up. What was it, ladies? What was that, ladies? 2 weeks ago? A week ago, maybe? When we did a background check on Todd? Yeah, he's a deadbeat dad. Mm-hmm. And I got the proof, Saray. Got a screenshot where it says there's a warrant out for his arrest. Maybe that's why we haven't seen Todd lately. You reckon? Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out, though, won't we?
And so because now I'm not live every minute of the day for hours upon hours.
And Tara was your friend too, Saray. That's another thing I'd like to talk about because, MD gets on here. Y'all guys, I'm going to talk while I plug my computer in because the battery's going dead. But that's another thing I just want to bring up right quick since people want to talk about Expose and everybody else. But I got news for you, sweetheart. And MD likes to talk about people, and she just can't let shit go with Expose, and neither can Tasha, or neither can Provoke Troll, or Nikki, or what Catfish Lady, whatever you want to fucking call her, that lives in the projects in Canada. But whatever the case may be, I just want to say one thing. Do y'all forget where Tara came from? Do y'all know the whole thing that happened between Saray and Tara was because Tara got mad because Saray stuck her nose where it didn't belong. Tara's over there with this Amanda girl, and Tara's dogging this girl. And so Saray puts her happy ass into the middle of it, gets into it with this Amanda girl, and then she tries to be Amanda's friend because Amanda's got a big following, and Tara was against Amanda. So that caused a tiff between Tara and Saray, and then whatever happened. So that made Tara and Saray not friends anymore. So then Tara came to my page for a few days, and I just basically told her, you still left your children over there with a fucking child molester. I don't care what happened between Tara and Saray. What Tara did is not fit to be a parent either in my eyes. So she jumped over there on MD's page. And the only reason MD allowed her over there is because MD was using Tara for information because Tara lived in DeRidder and could keep an eye on Saray. And MD can say, I stalk Saray, but at least I didn't have people going and taking pictures of her car in the parking lot at her job, going by her house, taking pictures of her. We didn't need Tara for all that. See, we did our homework. We already knew what kind of car Saray had before Tara ever fucking let it out of the bag, before MD ever knew. We already knew. We already said it was a Toyota. So, see, we didn't have to have somebody watching Saray 24 hours a day like Tara did, like MD had Tara to do, okay? So, anyways, long story short, is Tara was Saray's friend for how many years? How many years did Tara condone Saray's behavior? How many years did Tara let her 10-year-old daughter around Daniel? How many years did Tara, when they moved to DeRidder, how many times did Tara leave her 10-year-old daughter at Saray's house while she went and done her thing? Left her own child at Saray's house with a child molester. Her 10-year-old daughter at Saray's house with a child molester, and then gets pissed off at Saray and jumps on MD's page. And now Tara's the good guy? I don't think so. She's not worth a fuck parent. She left her 10-year-old child, and she was going to let her spend the night. And if it hadn't been for Expose and Expose's team, that child would have spent the night in that fucking house, because I threatened Tara and I told Tara, if you leave that child in that fucking house with that pedo, I will fucking call CPS to your ass, and I will call the fucking law, because the law knows he's not supposed to be around any children under the age of 18, and I will call the cops out to that house, and then CPS be on your ass, Tara. So therefore, she did not let the child spend the night. That's what I got to say about Tara. Tara can kiss my ass, because she's a piece of shit. And that, my love, MD, is what you got on your page, but yet you want to talk about somebody saying the R word. You make no fucking sense. None. Are you drinking again too, MD?
No, that's not how it works. As a matter of fact,
MD's always had somebody else do her dirty work.
hey, have you checked in with your people? You gonna check in with your people today? No, I have no need to check in. I have no need.
Exactly. Tara went and bought beds for E. Tara gave her shit to sell when Daniel went to jail for the pot.
Right?
Tara done everything for Saray. Tara got that house for Saray. And Saray turned her back and stabbed Tara in the back. Tara and Saray were the best of friends. Don't let nobody lie to y'all. And the only reason Tara left was because Tara got hurt. Tara's feelings actually got hurt, because I can understand Tara's part, because Tara helped her. Tara helped that woman in more ways than you can count on fingers and toes. Tara helped that. Tara was there for Saray. That shows you what good friends they were. Tara went out of her way to get them kids beds, to get Rodney beds, to give her stuff to sell when they wasn't working, when they had no fucking money. Tara went out of her way to help Saray. Went out of her way. Trusted them with her own 10-year-old child. What does that say about a mother? I don't give a damn if it was 20 years ago. You cannot rehabilitate a child sex offender, a tier 3 repeat offender. You cannot do it. And Tara took a chance with her own daughter. So what does that say about Tara? Huh? Tara flip-flops from page to page to page under different fucking names and everything else. Tara ain't all that in a bag of chips either. But that's why her and Saray are not friends anymore. So which means that if Saray hadn't have pissed Tara off, Tara would still be there. I'm surprised that Tara ain't over there supporting Saray still under a fake page.
You used them. There's no number else she doesn't believe.
I'm gonna fuck this chick up. Well, so that's the thing. They're assuming dude is a man. But I wasn't paying attention when I posted the video last night. If they go back and look at the video, they will see a very big fucking clue.
Okay, I know what she's talking about there. She says we're assuming that this guy is a girl, right? All right, in her video last night, there was this person sitting over there on the end of the couch from where Saray was sitting. This person has shaved head with a ponytail on top of his head. By the way, that went out in the 90s. You know, wearing the top of your hair long and putting it in a ponytail. I call it a man ponytail. Okay. I guess she's talking about that person is the big clue, because the only people that was shown was Angelique, the dog, and the other person sitting at the end of the couch. Now, I thought this person was a man. Maybe it's a she. Who gives a shit? But that don't change the fact, Saray, that we heard your man. That person was not talking. So you need to get your shit straight. Because in the background, your man was talking to somebody about jambalaya and sausage. The person on the end of the couch that you're talking about was looking at their phone, and they were not talking. So if you're trying to say that this person in the video that you showed was your girlfriend, I call BS. Because your man, the same man that was with you at the bar that night, the first weekend you went and met him and y'all were at the bar, that's the same voice. The night at the Japanese restaurant, it's the same voice. Okay? The guy that was talking in the video you posted yesterday, it's the same voice. And the person at the end of the couch that you're insinuating is your new person wasn't talking. They were playing on their phone. And you showed them while your man was still talking in the background. So try to pull the wool over somebody else's eyes. Go fishing. Throw that line in again, because this bitch ain't biting. Try again, Tink Tink. Probably so, Scott.
Right, Angie. And that's the thing, y'all. I'll be back to doing my lives daily. It may not be 3-4 times a day. But now that we're in our place, we'll be getting back on track. What's this?
Cold.
Your place. Now that you're in your place, where is your place, Saray? See, there you go again, contradicting yourself. You said your shit was in storage. Well, if you got your own place, what bed are you sleeping in right now? Put your money where your mouth is. If you've got your own place, that looks like a hotel room to me that you're in right now. Look. Sorry, guys. I almost cut you off. I almost hit that button again. Do y'all see those walls? That's the same one. It looks like the Red Roof Inn. Yeah, so Ray, I even knew where you were staying. Didn't let it out of the bag, but now I am. You were staying at the Red Roof Inn. It's the only place down there that has red doors. It's the only place. It's cheaper than any other hotel, and we always know you go for trash and you get the cheapest. We also know the checkout time, and you let that slip yourself, said you couldn't check in before 3 o'clock. So you know what? We put pieces together, and we come up with it that you've been staying at the Red Roof Inn. Are we wrong? And the Red Roof Inn has gray walls. It pisses you off when we're right, don't it, Saray? If you got your place, why is all your shit in storage? Dude looks like a lady. Motel, exactly. Budget in? Probably so. But the one I found was the Red Roof Inn. Yep. Hey, Lisa. Hey, baby. Good morning, afternoon, whatever it is where you're at.
I count. But what's today, Taz? Today's Monday. Nope, you only count on Tuesdays. But, alright, y'all, I'm gonna hop off here and change clothes. I finally got her up and moving. We gotta finish cleaning the car out.
Jessica, honey, we do our homework. We actually do. And another thing you got to remember is when I told you guys my son was in Intel, at the age of 7, he brought home a thing to me, and he wanted to be James Bond. He knew at the age of 7 he wanted to be where he's at today. It's kind of funny because we talk about that. I've still got it in my picture album of his drawings and shit when he was like 6 or 7 years old and what he wanted to be. They did a thing at school. What do you want to be when you grow up? Yada, yada, yada. And he wanted to be James Bond 007. Okay. So he knew at an early age what he wanted to be when he growed up. And, 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 and that's what he became because I told him to follow his heart, follow his dreams, go anywhere he wanted to. This was a big world, yada, yada, yada. And he accomplished what he wanted to do. So with that being said, that's where I got a lot of my plus, and not to mention a paralegal, and did a lot of street investigating for peoples and lawyers that I worked for, because I could get out there and I could blend with the best of them. I could look homeless. I could look professional. I could pay a druggie $20 and make them sing like a canary. I hung out with people on the damn street to get information. I did a lot of shit that people thinks that I didn't do, that think they knowed my life and didn't. Okay. So I done a lot of shit. And if we won the case, I got a bonus. So why do you think I worked as hard as I did about Intel? Because anytime we won a case, I got a $2,000 or $3,000 bonus. Okay. Because the difference between a paralegal and an attorney is an attorney gets $500 an hour and a paralegal gets, probably at the time when I was working as a paralegal back in the day, was probably $10 or $11 an hour. That was good money. That was good money. All right. So, and a lawyer is only as good as the ammunition. They're just like a pew-pew. They're only as good as the ammunition you feed them. And all lawyers have paralegals that do their other work and do all the research for them. And they get the research a day ahead of time and they look at it and they walk into courts with what you've provided them with. And that's how it works, sweetheart. And so that's how we find out shit. How MD does it, she's got a lot of people. She's got Carol Jordan that does most of her fucking investigative work for her. Carol Jordan does. But yet Carol don't get none of the fucking, she don't get none of the kudos for doing it. MD has a lot of people that works for her. MD don't do fucking shit on her own. I mean, she may do some, but most of her big shit, real shit, comes from other people. I know that because other people has been on MD's page and said, we got tired of doing all the work. So there's that. Okay. So with that being said, that's how we do it. We do real investigative work over here. Well, like I said, I do a lot of my shit at night, third shift, as I call it, because it's quiet. You can concentrate. You can look up shit. Not as many people's on the internet. You can just concentrate somewhere better. You can think straight. So that's how I used to do it, was at night. During the daytimes, I was making phone calls, sending fax, everything that it took. Ordering court papers, anything that's public knowledge I got. I do not get paid. I don't know where people saying I get paid, which reminds me, with everything going on, I've got to go to my page and I've got to show y'all that I am not, my monetization is not set up. I don't give a damn what nobody says. I've never got paid at all, ever. So with that being said, we'll get right back at it.
You ain't got nobody to impress. Why you looking at your butt in the mirror? You're such a fucking dork. We got some errands.
And for the person that just asked me if I was a paralegal and I didn't know what a tier 3 was. First of all, let me tell you this. I dealt in criminal law. Okay. I don't know if you know this. If you didn't have such a small brain, you could figure that out on your own, but I'll answer it for you. I was in a certain aspect of the law, like criminal law. I was not into shit like pedophiles and shit like that. I'm also not a real estate attorney. Okay. I never did paralegal work for real estate. There's several lawyers out there. I never did real estate. I mean, I never did law work for family law. I was strictly criminal, where you get out on the streets and you buy information and blah, 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 blah. Now, I didn't know what a tier 3 was because I didn't know Daniel was a tier 3. We done been over that. So there's your answer to that question. Okay.
We got to run. We got some shopping we got to do. I know, Ginger. I'll be back. We'll be back on some of the normal track.
Yes. Shay is staying in the room with Saria and her new friend.
Lindsay, this is only phase 1. We still have like 3 more phases. Actually, phase 1 was we getting up here. Phase 2 was getting Shay lit up here.
Debbie, paralegals with no proper grammar. Why is that? I got along just fine with my grammar. I can play dumb like Saray, or I can speak very professional. Which one you want? When it comes to Sorare, I have to speak layman's terms. And besides that, I didn't have to go before a judge. I didn't represent anybody. I gave the attorney the information, and he had the proper grammar to go into a court. See, I couldn't represent anybody because I'm not a lawyer. See, there you go again. Oh my God, Amy Crystal, you're so dumb. Pete, see what I'm talking about? People being stupid. Stuff that has don't even have nothing to do with nothing. Saying that I would still
So
be
we're
on
at phase
Puppy's
2.
page. No, ma'am.
I'll be back later today.
For you people saying that I would still be on Sorare's page if we hadn't had a tiff, you don't realize the tiff that I had with Sorare over Nettie. Nettie was a nobody. That wasn't enough for me to walk away from Sorare's page. What I'm trying to tell you, I've said it 1,000 times, and I'm going to say it one more time. Tasha Gorby took the advantage of me and Sorare having a tiff. I told Sorare to leave me alone, give me a couple of days, let me check out all this shit that was sent to me, because Natasha Gorby sent me a news article from the Midland Times that told the truth about Daniel. Because Sorare and I were having problems over what she said. She told her viewers I was covering Nettie. I had started covering Nettie. Okay, Nettie was a nobody. She's off the wall stupid is what Nettie is. She's so irrelevant it don't even matter. If Daniel wasn't what he was, you know, her and I would have probably never had a tiff. But Sorare made some kind of agreement with Nettie because Sorare stuck her nose where it didn't belong. She didn't even know who Nettie was. But I guess Sorare wanted to figure out shit, so she stuck her nose over in my Nettie's business. And then Sorare got on there and made the comment that if she catches anybody over on Nettie's page saying anything bad about Nettie, that she would block them. So I told Sorare to kiss my ass. She didn't tell me what I could and could not do. If she wanted to block me because I was covering Nettie, then so fucking be it. Well, Natasha and them saw all that shit, and Natasha sent me the news article and told me, expose, please take a look at this. Because any other time I would ignore to Natasha because she was trying to cover me, right? Because I called her child the R word. That's the plain, simple truth. So with that being said, I took the article and I looked into it and I read it and I said, holy shit. And then that's when I went to Sorare's page and I told Ginger, Joanna, and some of the girls over there that I had gotten close to, I told them that I was leaving and I told them why, and I sent them an article. In return, Ginger sent Sorare the fucking article also. Ginger continued to stay on Sorare's page. A few of them left when I did, and Ginger stayed on there until she said she couldn't deal with knowing the truth, and she came over to expose. That's the truth. You guys can say what you want to. If you get on here and say anything else that's stupid, I'm going to block you. I have no need to argue with you. You're dumb. You're stupid. And everybody already knows the truth. So there's that. Even Natasha Gorby knows the fucking truth.
It'll be before 4 o'clock, my time. I don't know what time today. And if I'm not, then I'll be back tomorrow. But it's going to take, y'all know it's a change. It's going to take a while to get adjusted. So, but
Well, I guess she ended it, right? No kiss my ass or nothing, right? So, with that being said, guys, you heard it. Oh, yeah, they've done said that, you guys, they've done said that kids are allowed in bars. Because I asked what the armbands or something was when she was at the bar. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I do know they did say that kids that they have to wear this or that or something because they have to know who's old enough to drink and who isn't. No, Tara is not a viewer or supporter over here at all, Jessica. She did for about 2 days. She came into my inbox and was telling me stuff. And like I said, with Tara, I had no use from Tara from the beginning because I was there. I seen her support the pedo. I seen her leave her child there. And I don't care who you are. You don't leave your child. You don't take a chance with your child. I wanted no part of Tara. So why do you think she ran over to MD, where she's more than welcome and she's been there ever since? Wow, Joanna. Right, Jessica. I think you're right on that. Yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, kids can go into the bars down there. Apparently, that's what they said. If I'm not mistaken, if any bar or grill sells food, you can go in there, but you have to have, I don't know. No problem, Jessica. But y'all, I tell you what I'm going to do because I got things I got to do, and it's kicking on 1 o'clock here. So it's time for me to take my babies, feed my dogs, all that good stuff. I feed them, they had breakfast. So it's getting time. Exactly, Joanna. She said they was going to put her in private school. My ass. I tell you what I think. I mean, I don't see no sense in it. Saria's viewer went and paid like almost $400 for Shay's graduation. She was on there dry begging. And so Ray Ray got somebody to pay all of Shay's graduation stuff, her cap, her gown, blah, 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 whatever it takes to graduate. And now they've wasted $400 because Shay's not going to graduate from there. So that's money blowed up a hog's ass. So with that being said, what is Shay going to do? Go to this school for 6 or 7 months and graduate there? I mean, that's kind of weird. I hope that's what she does because she deserves to be able to get her a diploma, walk up on stage, have her cap and gown. Who's going to pay for that? We know Ray Ray ain't got the money to pay for that again. She can't use the same cap and gown that she was going to use at her other school. So we know that ain't happening. So this is my beliefs. I believe she let Shay quit school for the simple reason is Saria said that Shay, she would do whatever she needed to support Shay, that if Shay wanted to quit school, that she would condone it. All she could do was try to talk Shay out of quitting school. But yet, why couldn't Saray stay there until Shay graduated? Why did she have to take Shay away from the friends she did make? Why did she have to take Shay out of a school that she's going to graduate from? Why did she have to take Shay away from that boyfriend that she cared so much about and Saray let in her house? I mean, all of this makes no sense why Saray just up and left. Because she met a new guy. That's it. And she cares nothing about anybody but her damn self and her needs and her wants. Like I said, she's known this guy for less than a damn month and she's done all this crap and it don't make no sense to me. So I'm figuring Shay quit school. And just to put it bluntly, and Shay was working. She had a job. If that wasn't reason enough to stay, she could have done things 100 different ways. She could have found a cheaper house to live. They would have been all right and concentrate on her and her kids and giving those kids and herself time to acclimate to everything that's went on in their life. Because, see, Daniel got locked up. He's not a part of the family anymore. Those kids haven't even had time to acclimate. They needed to get used to him not being around. They needed time for them as a family, just mom and kids and Rodney, I suppose, because he was there. But with that being said, guys, I don't know what else to say except for she did everything wrong. She could have waited. There's no reason for her not to have waited. I don't understand that whatsoever. But that's her doings, not mine. And she don't understand why people's covering her and calling her a piece of crap because that's what she is. I call it like I see it. Jessica, I'm sure there is, but I'm not because the truth will come out on its own. I'm not going to bother any schools. I'm not going to see if she's enrolled. I'm not doing any of that. There's nothing we can do to change the fact that those kids have been through hell and are still going to go through hell. There's no sense in it. if she does go to school, it'll come out. It'll come out in the end. All the truth always does. The truth's the truth, and you can't do anything to change that. And with Ray's mouth like it is, she's trying to be more careful now. And by being more careful, she's actually screwing up more. And I don't think she realizes that. And furthermore, if Saria's man does not want her off social media, time will tell that too, because you'll start noticing a pattern. You will notice that if she is going live when he's there, or if she only goes live when he's gone, those things will all come out in the end, every bit of it. So all we have to do is bite our tongue, be patient, and watch. It's always been a train wreck. It's always been a shit show, and there's nothing changed. It'll always be a shit show when it comes to Saria. Exactly. They need time to process it, Jessica. You're exactly right. And then turned around exactly and said she was going to private school. Well, first of all, this is the wrong time to try to get her into a private school because tuition's going to go up. Second of all, Saray can't afford a private school. She couldn't even afford a public school. The kids were eating free lunches in public school. She can say what she wants to. Action speaks louder than words any day. Right, Susan? Exactly. She said her kids never heard her talk about alcohol, blah, 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 blah. Well, she has jumped from her never talking about alcohol because of everything that she said. Her excuse was because of what they saw from Rodney. Honey, let me tell you, she's jumped, hasn't she? Because not